it like rocket fuel.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OGs...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Move the team.
43. Check, 43. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On first down, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Diva.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 43 in the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Go. 36 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Murray now on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson now, throwing again. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Kill. Check nickel.
On first down, Carson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 15. Switch. Undercrook. Watch out.
They run it with Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Line 36. Watch the slant. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26. Check 26.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Me and you all day. 36 power. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Touch 50, touch 50. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You go night-night. Talk about night-night. Oh, try. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Gun, gun. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the screen. Zebra. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Murray. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. 11 yards there. 1st down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. 1st down, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. when to get rid of the football, not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Now the wolf, stick at the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he coughed it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready, set, one time. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go now. It's it. 18 days. It's it. Watch the run.
Throw left side complete. That's Bird. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This will be caught at about the 6. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They're running it.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, crunch. 14. Back. Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now it's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Push him back. Whip. Watch the whip.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
It's our time. It's hustle. Mike 43. Mike 43.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check out. 14. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shift. Sponge. 19.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch. Well.
Here's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Line 90. 43. Check. 43. Hey, that's scared.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Bam. Check it back.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check, 43.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now it's Peterson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They'll run it with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's get it. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Hatchet.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Ready up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, here I come.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking. Go.
They run again with Carson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First down, Seahawks.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Tight go. Touch 50. Check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle is made by Clinton McDonald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight ends on Ringo. Alert. 3 out. Look for signal. Watch the safety creep.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Set. Got him. Let's go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down, Murray. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He juked him. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go. 15. Touchdown. Bound to lose one.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Wilson going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. William Hayes picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 8-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
At the 47-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's too complete. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check that. Guys, 4 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, hey. I got one. 36. Shoot. Check 52.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His first touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it,
someone who could help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
so for the Seahawks, It'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.